Sports Desk.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to sports. I spoke with then interim Summerville head football coach Joe Call back on signing day about his chances of getting the job permanently. He said he felt good, adding the school would have to hire someone with a resume over him because no one cared more about the players than him. Well, those in charge felt the same way. The school announced Joe Call is now the permanent head coach of the Green Wave. The grandson of John McKissick took over on an interim basis last summer when the coaching legend stepped down. Summerville went 4-8 last year, just the third losing season in 64 years there. Still, Call believes he can get them back to the status of elite and said he had a great phone call with his grandfather this morning.
They've only hired one coach, around here in 65 years. So it was him to me, and so I'm happy to be following in his footsteps. And he taught me a lot, and I've learned a lot from him over the years as a not only as a player and as an assistant coach, but also just as his grandson. Being around him, day in and day out and stuff like that. So he's prepared me for this.
Call's full interview is on live5news.com. The College of Charleston baseball team has what might be its biggest non-conference series of the season. Just 2 weeks into the season, the Cougars are visiting nationally ranked Florida State, the team that bounced them in the NCAA regionals last season. Nathan Helvey took a hitter into the 5th inning, and at last check, College of Charleston was on top 2-0 in the 7th inning. Charleston Southern is playing at Riley Park for the second week in a row since their on-field is still unplayable. Buccaneers facing Butler. Evan Rayner solid on the mound for CSU. He went 8 innings, allowed just 3 hits, and unearned run, struck out 6. Bottom of the third, we're scoreless, 2 outs for Chris Singleton. He bloops one into right, run comes into score, 1-0. CSU, next batter Cole Murphy, base hit up the middle, another run scores. That's all the runs they need on the day. Bucks win 2-1. Later in the afternoon at Riley Park, the Citadel began its series with Siena. J.P. Sears, the SoCon pitcher of the week, getting the start. Bottom of the first, Mike Deese with a solo shot to the right. Bulldogs go up 1-0. His first homer of the season, 2 RBIs in the game. Sears will take it from there. Gets the K in the second, 4 Ks in 6 to the third innings. Gave up 2 runs. Bottom of the second now, 2-1. Jason Smith with the bloop into the right. No one can get it. Another run scores, 2 RBIs into this one. All Bulldogs 14-2 in the 7th. South Carolina looks good 5 games into the 2016 season. However, the undefeated Gamecocks haven't played a power conference team yet. Well, that all changed this afternoon with their series opener against Penn State. Check this out. A Gamecock player pretends to be a Nittany Lion, and he is moved down as the team celebrates in the huddle. Speaking of moving down, Clark Smith freezes a batter in the first for strike 3. Smith pitches innings 7 shutout innings and 8 strikeouts. Bottom of the first, John Jones is up and the pitch is gone. Solo home run to the left, his second jack of the season. Gamecocks lead 1-0. Bottom of the second, Chris Cullen with a runner on, drives the ball off the wall in left center. LT Tolbert races home, 2-0 USC. USC is up 7-0 in the 8th. Clemson can get to 3-1 if they knock off James Madison this evening. Bottom of the second, no score until All-American Chris Oakey crushes one solo homer. First of the year. Bottom of the third, Tigers get another run in. Thanks to the wild pitch, Seth Beer came on down. 6-1 Clemson in the 7th. That's it for Live 5 Sports at 6. The show continues when we come back.